I once bought this module. It seems to be from an FT901R. That is a transverter cabinet with several transverters in it, and in this case it is for the 70 centimeter band, 430 megahertz, but it's only the module, so I will have a look at it to see if I can use it. This is what it looks like inside. Very nice, with an amplifier module in it, several crystals, because it is a transverter for the 70 centimeter band to the 10 meter band, so you have only portions of 2 megahertz going to 28 to 30 megahertz, and it's for transmitting and reception, therefore it's called a transverter. And I searched for some documentation and I found in the schematic how it works and what I need to connect to make it happen. This is the schematic, and as can be seen, you can select the individual crystals for the band segments by adding some voltage on the wanted frequency, some voltage for the TX 8 volt, 13.8 volt, TX in, the RX voltage, RX out, and we have finally here the antenna. There's a relay in it for the 70 centimeter band, but there's no relay for the IF frequency of the 10 meter band. And I wanted to connect it to my FT7, and that has too much power, so I need to reduce that, and it can be done with some negative voltage on the ALC line. So this is what I made. I had the right connector, twice 22 contacts. I added coax, soldered coax to it, some wiring, and it all went to this shielded box that is made of epoxy board, and it contains a small amplifier to amplify the IF signal a bit, a relay, normal relay. We are just doing 28 to 30 megahertz through it, so we don't care. Some voltage, and here we have some attenuators also to bring down the output power of the FT7, but this is the main circuit to bring that power down. It makes a negative voltage for the ALC line of the FT7, so only a few watts coming out, maybe even less, will pass these attenuators and then go to the board. That's it, and we have of course the selector for the individual crystal to select, and this will be the front panel, and I will make this one fit in it. So this is how it looked completely built in. And I already cut some pieces of metal, and They are leftovers of housings of video recorders and likely some audio amplifier. So that will has to be screwed on. This is a transverter with the platings on it. I had some buffers to prevent sliding, and of course I already tested it and adjusted the voltages, but I will demonstrate how it works. This is my FT7 operating now in the 10 meter band, and this is the transverter. If I switch it on, you hear immediately the noise coming up, and you see the green LED. And if you now push the microphone, you see that the green LED switch off and the red LED switch on. Hello, hello, hello. And when we look to the power, it is even 20 watts, and I use this setup with FT8. Then it takes some time to stabilize, especially when you transmit several times. You have some drift at the beginning because of the warming up of the crystals, and then I operate it on about 10 watt output. So that is this transverter combined with the Fox Tango 7. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up, and if you have questions you can leave it with the comments. Bye.